Hi, Mark T. the Handyman here. Today we're going to replace this door seal on this LG front end load washer. So this project's going to be a little difficult because of the space we don't have. So I'm going to have to move the dryer out of the way just to get to the washer back. So let's get started. So my wife has been very diligent on how she takes care of this, and she has cleaned it with almost anything that you could possibly find and that they recommend, and stopped doing certain things, and none of it worked. And so we're not leaking as much as we're just going to replace this, and hopefully the clean this will be a spare or something. But she says I can't get that out no more. She scrubbed it, and so I said, well, let's replace it. So that's what we're going to do. So this is the amount of space that we have in between the wall and the washer. As you can see, to the one side we have a wall, the other side we have the dryer. But I don't really need a lot of space back there because I'm not going to be working too much back there. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to turn the power off by pulling out the cord that gives it power. The first thing that you need to do is order the correct door seal. Originally, I called LG, gave them my model number, and they said they were out of stock. But they gave me the part number. I logged onto Amazon, typed in the model number and the part number. After locating LG washer door boot gasket that corresponded to my model number and part number, I placed the order. But when the parts store looked at the information, they emailed me and wanted to know what the correct model number of our unit was. They informed me that the part number that was given to me by LG was not correct. They gave me the correct part number for the new washer door gasket. So be very careful that you have the right door gasket because they are all different. These are the tools that you will need to complete this job. First, you will need an LG outer ring expansion removal tool. I ordered this on Amazon. It was less than $15. Next, you will need alignment pliers and a Phillips head screwdriver or a drill motor that can attach to a Phillips head driver bit. We'll also need some soap detergent. The first thing we are going to do is we're going to use the LG ring expansion removal tool to remove the outer ring from the door gasket. Basically, you can take the expansion ring tool, position the tool on the spring holes, and expand this ring until you can pull the holding ring off the door gasket. After you remove the ring, you can remove the door gasket from the front load washer door. You will find a venting tube at the top of the door gasket. Use the alignment pliers to open the clamp and move the clamp upward so it is no longer clamping the orange vent tube on the door gasket. Once you remove the clamp, you can remove the vent tube. Now you can detach the door gasket. Next, we are going to go to the back side of the washer and remove the two screws that hold the washer top in place. Once you remove the screws, the top will slide from the front to the back of the washer, thus removing the top of the washer. Although, before we slide the top off, we are going to remove the detergent dispenser drawer. To remove the drawer, all you need to do is push this little button on the back of the drawer and pull. Now we are going to push the top of the washer cover, and it will come right out. Now we have two screws that are used to attach the drawer casing that we need to remove. Next, we are going to the back side of the control panel and remove one screw that holds the control panel to the washer. Next, we will need to release the control panel by pushing these three little fastener devices. After you have released the control panel fasteners, you will go to the other side of the washer, and now we will remove the control panel by pulling it forward. There is a wire harness attached to the control panel, but I'm going to put the control panel on the top of the washer. Now we are going to remove the door from the front of the washer by taking out the 4 screws on the side of the door and the 2 screws in the center of the door. You can use your power drill to remove the 4 on the sides, but the 2 in the center are not as easily accessible. So I will use my Phillips head screwdriver. Before we can remove the door, we need to take 2 screws out of the filter casing and then remove the filter casing. Now that we have the filter casing removed, you will find a small screw that holds the door in place at the bottom, underneath the filter casing. After I removed one of the screws on the door, I put it back on so that it would hold the door in place. Now I'm going to remove that screw again and free up the door to be removed. Now I'm going to remove the door, but before I do that, I must undo the door switch wiring harness so I can pull the door off. Now I will set the door to the side of the unit. Next, we have a drain line on the door gasket that we need to remove from the door gasket. The drain line is attached to the door gasket with a small clamp that you can open with your hand and free up the door gasket. The new gasket provides you with a clamp for the drain line. Next, we are going to use our ring expansion tool to remove the inner ring clamp. As you can see, the inner ring spring ring is slightly larger. So I will need to put the ring removing tool into the ring itself on the right side, but on the left side, I will put the expansion tool into the spring in order to get the expansion of the spring big enough to remove the inner spring locking ring. Now we can remove the old door gasket. On this particular model of door gasket, we have what I think is a venting line that goes around the door gasket. It doesn't have any clamps, it just has some rubber barb fittings that you push into the black vent line. If you look close, you can see there is mold in the door channel where the door seal is attached to the door. Obviously, there is no way you could get to that area to clean it. So I'm going to use one of the mold removal chemicals that my wife used to clean the door gasket. This is the channel that the door gasket is placed in. Now I'm going to check for any blockage or debris that might be in the holes of this vent line, and also in the drain line at the bottom of the gasket, and also at the top of the vent line. Now we are going to use this dish soap to lubricate the new door gasket. The lubrication will help the new door gasket slide into the door gasket slot on the washer. I will be using just a moderate amount of dish soap and go all the way around the new door gasket. After I put the dish soap around the gasket, it will be time to install the new gasket. I'm going to attach the vent line on the top that fits onto the vent hose with the clamp to help hold the new gasket in place while I push the gasket into the groove on the washer. It's pretty much just a matter of pushing the new gasket into the groove until you feel you have got the new gasket in a nice and tight position. Next, we are going to take the old door clamp and put it on top of the new door gasket, making sure that it is in the spot that will accommodate the clamp. I'm going to have to fish the old gasket clamp around the black vent line so that I can make sure it gets all around into the back of the new gasket. Once I am sure that I have the new door gasket in place, I'm going to disconnect the vent line on top so I have a better position to expand the spring to get the clamp around the new door gasket. So now we just expand the spring, get the ring in place, and then release the spring so it tightens up the clamp on the new door gasket. Now you want to check and recheck to make sure that the inner clamp is in place all the way around the new door gasket. Now we can reattach the orange vent to the old vent with this cap, making sure that it is pushed tightly against the orange fitting on the door gasket, making sure that the clamp is tightly in place. Once again, we will check and make sure everything is in place. Next, we will put our door back in place, making sure we don't forget to reattach our wire harness for the door. Once we get the door in place, we will reattach our little screw that was located underneath the filter casing. Then we will put the filter casing back in place and reinstall the 2 screws for the filter casing. Next, we attach the 2 screws in the center of the door with your Phillips head screwdriver, and then the 4 outer screws which will secure the door back into the washer. Now we are going to reattach the control board by snapping it into place and then reattaching 1 screw that holds the control board in place, making sure that the other 3 attachment pieces are securely attached to the control board. Now we are going to install the 2 screws that hold the detergent drawer casing in place. Next, we are going to reinstall the top cover of the washer and reattach the 2 screws in the back that hold it to the washer. Now we are going to install the new door gasket to the door cover. It's pretty simple. You just need to move the door gasket onto the part where the door will accommodate the groove in the gasket. After you install the gasket, you need to check and double check to make sure that there is no parts of the gasket that are not attached to the washer. Next, we are going to take the old spring clamp and your new ring expansion tool and reattach the new door gasket with the spring clamp. Good job. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up or a like. If you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.